For more on Sudan's political crisis, I'm joined live via Skype from Great Britain by Dr. Sara Abdelgalil, spokesperson for the Sudanese Professionals Association, a pro-democracy coalition of trade unions. Dr. Abdelgalil, welcome to Africa 54.
Hello, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Give us an update on the loss of life and injuries since the coup last Monday.
So since last Monday, as you have mentioned, there has been several serious injuries. Most of them are live bullets to the head, neck, and to the chest. And there has been, sadly, 3 deaths. There are several injuries that, because of the internet interruption, we are not aware of the severity of these injuries, but there are other people have been affected by the tear gas as well. And as we speak now, there has been an invasion of residential areas by security forces, and there are reports of at least 1 person who has been injured.
Dr. Sara, Sudanese professionals are downing their tools and joining the protesters in their quest to demand the restoration of a civilian government. But we also hear that the coup leaders are targeting certain groups. What do you know?
Yes, so this military coup on the 25th of October started by arresting and the detention of the civilian cabinet, not all of the civilian cabinet members, part of them, and then targeting the leaders among the resistant committees and some of the leaders in some of the professional bodies like the teachers committee, for example, and recently as well some workers who have started a strike in one of the parties.
Now, we've seen the Sudanese protesting in their own country. We've also seen the Sudanese outside of Sudan joining in the protest. We had protests here in Washington, D.C., where so many people showed up marching towards the White House. But is this enough pressure to have the military guys say, this is it, we can't do this anymore, and to give up?
So the military and the security forces are the continuation of the previous regime, Al-Inqaz regime that ruled Sudan for 30 years, which has practiced a lot of violation and, sort of crimes against humanity. So there is a serious concern, regarding safety for the peaceful protesters in Sudan. Yesterday, an independent assessment have published that the protests in Sudan reached about 5 million, and there has been protests among the diaspora in 50 cities all over the world. We are very concerned, regarding the safety, as we remember the Khartoum massacre that took place in 2019.
Now, very briefly, Dr. Sara, in most African countries, women usually take the back seat. They don't join protests because either of cultural issues or religious. What does these protesters, say? Because we've seen so many women in Sudan come out there. What does that say of women of Sudan?
I think women of Sudan and African women are leaders, and Sudanese women have been leading. They have been part of the protest, and they have faced a lot of different types of violation. And they have been as well building the barricades and protecting the barricades now in cities. And we are leading in this revolution and peaceful protest along with other men and colleagues, and we are at the front line.
Dr. Sara Abdelgalil, thank you so much. Dr. Abdelgalil, a spokesperson for the Sudanese Professionals Association, a pro-democracy coalition of trade union. She joined us live via Skype from Great Britain.